Oh boy. I uh I may have had some wine earlier in the day. That's not me. I'm a little tipsy. Hi everyone. Hi Knox Flame. I see you. X, I don't know if you have the sound on. Please don't type if you're driving, but thanks for lurking and please drive safely. Cars are scary and dangerous. So, this is actually messing me with a little bit. We have the slow talks mod on here among many other mods, and that causes you to get drunk much more slowly, and then the effects last for a while, and then the effects gradually wear off. So I only had a liter of wine. It was a while ago. I did tweak the values at one point for the slow talks onset and uh, decay, I guess, of the drunkenness. Because our days and our calendar are so long, I thought it made sense for those to last a bit longer as well, but hopefully that will wear off soon. I hope nobody's going to get motion sickness or anything from that. Just a gentle sway. Nothing crazy. But hello, welcome. If anyone happens across this and doesn't know who I am or what's going on, I'm Ari. My channel is Secret Foxfire. I put these VODs on YouTube after a couple days whenever I remember to do it. I'm busy. I'm not professional at this. I have a day job. But this is Vintage Story. If anyone finds this and who's not familiar with Vintage Story, you gotta get familiar with Vintage Story. It's a great game. We are playing a very heavily modded server. This is my community server. Is anyone online yet? Not yet. Okay. I think Sparrow said that she was gonna try and get on here. We'll see. I didn't really give proper warning that I was gonna be streaming, so I just kind of was like, yeah, you know what? It's been too long. I'm gonna do it. I am a little drunk though. Anyway, it's been a few weeks, maybe a month, something like that. I don't know if anyone remembers. It's my little hobbit hole. It is now September. We have 60-day months and 2-hour days. So our year is very long, which has meant that we have a lot of time to gather and preserve food for the winter, but it also means that winter is going to be really long. So we're going to need all the food we have stored. I have been recently... I decided to set up in the forest here. As you can probably tell, I'm in myself a little hobbit hole. I did put a light here. I kind of wanted my house to be secret for a while, just to see how long it would take for people to find it. But people did eventually find it. People did eventually find it, not found. The did is in the past tense, so the find doesn't need to be. I am an expert at English grammar. Genuinely. It's my job. But I'm also very tired. It's the end of the day. Today's the end of Sunday. My work week is basically from Wednesday to Sunday. Monday and Tuesday is my quote-unquote weekend. Usually, I get those 2 days off. So this is basically, imagine that you're at the end of a day on a Friday on a really busy, stressful week. And then you gotta stream and know people are watching you and try to remember what words do and are and mean. It's hard. Some of you will understand. I'm glad you were able to catch it, Knockflame. So, we've got so many mods. So anyone who even is familiar with Vintage Story, if you're not familiar with, if you're only familiar with vanilla, then a lot of this is going to be very confusing. Why does this say unknown plant at the top of the screen there? Well, that's because we have the Forager's Gamble mod, which means that you can't identify plants. That includes berries, fruit trees, vegetables, and mushrooms, primarily, until you've eaten a certain number of them. And it hides all nutrition information and even hides crafting information about that plant until you become familiar with it. So I did know what these were when I planted them, but I don't know what they are now. So we're going to find out in 72, 66, 64 days, something like that. We've got Wildcraft Fruit and Nut. Just Fruit and Nut. The rest of the Wildcraft stuff, I think it kind of clutters up the world a little too much. We do have one of the floral zones, the Metropolitan Zone. These are all strawberries of different kinds that I planted here. I think there's still a little bit of glitchiness in that Forager's Gamble mod, which is fair enough, because the person making it is doing something pretty amazing and definitely not intended by the game. But I'm pretty sure I've eaten enough of these plants to know what they are. I think it may be because they're not full grown or something like that. It's not telling me. I believe these are grapes, red grapes. These over here, black elderberry, so this looks fine. This is a growing watermelon plant. The watermelons are a Wildcraft edition, and they grow like pumpkins, which is fun. They're not actually anything like special or anything particularly good. The nutrition on the watermelons isn't great. You don't get very much food out of a plant. They're just fun to grow. I do eventually plan to make this look nicer, by the way. I just threw down what I had. I'm looking at all these reeds like I need to go harvest those, but it can wait. It can wait. I can be patient. So, I don't know if oh, this is something I just added today, by the way. This is the Footprints mod, and this is really cool. I played around with this a little bit earlier, and you'll see later, because, so I changed so much in this. First of all, this is not showing up properly, but we have 4,000 max saturation instead of 1,500. Occasionally it glitches out visually, but it does max out at 4,000, so this bar will look, there we go. It fixes itself after a while. That's a vanilla bug. They know about it. They don't seem to care about fixing it, which is a little annoying, but what can you do? So we need to eat a lot more to fill that hunger bar. It decreases percentage-wise at a slower rate than vanilla, but the actual nutrition numbers are going down faster than in vanilla as well. So we need to eat a lot more. We don't need to eat as often. So this bar will last for, if you're not doing anything too heavy, probably like most of a day before you need to worry about eating. If you're mining or something like that, it goes down faster. But so food is more of an issue. And in order to make food even more of an issue, because the central conceit of this server, for me, is no monsters. Nothing wants to kill you. The animals are all set to passive. The bears and the wolves won't attack you unless you attack them first. How do you still make the game a challenge? Because the game is really balanced around combat as its main challenge. In the vanilla game, food is pretty easy. It doesn't take long to get yourself sorted out with food. I see new players worrying about how they're going to survive the winter, and it's like, the winter with the vanilla, the base, like, default settings only lasts, like, 30 days or something, and if you travel, you'll find berry bushes that have food on them. Like, there's animals everywhere that you can hunt. So that's why I changed the hunger bar, so we do need to eat a lot more. I did increase the amount of meat that animals drop because I think that's fair, because the amount that they drop in vanilla is really, really tiny and kind of ridiculous. Like, you need to kill 2 chickens to make 1 bowl, not pot, bowl of stew. That's just silly. And it makes sense that they have more meat now because we need more saturation to fill up the bar. But I also made the animals rarer. So animals like deer and stuff like that do not spawn anywhere near as often as they do in vanilla. So if you kill them all, then you can kind of hunt out an area for a long time before anything reappears. Ooh, that's me stretching. It always scares me. It's me, by the way. I used to have purple hair, and developers took it away from us. I still have green skin. I don't know why they took the purple hair away. We can still have green skin, but we can't have purple hair. It's mean. There is a mod that adds it back in, but... Anyway, I was trying to survive mainly on foraging my first year in this game. I did wind up having to make a little... This was a secret, but I think everyone knows where it is now. A little secret farm here where I'm just growing grain, because grain is the one thing you can't really get by foraging. A little seed room in here where I've got my stuff. And also, this is where, as you can see, I've got my bloomeries. But yeah, the footprints thing is good for hunting, because animals are kind of rare, so if you see animal footprints, you know there's an animal nearby. And it makes it a lot easier to go hunting. It is going to get dark out soon, which it just figures. Let me see if we can come across any footprints. But yeah, I've been gradually kind of turning this into a food forest, so this winter's going to be rough, but next year we're going to have tons and tons of food. I am a little bit annoyed, and I have complained about this endlessly on the Discord as well, I think, that the vanilla game does not allow you to preserve mushrooms in any way. You can preserve all of the crops, like all the vegetables that you grow on farms, you can preserve. But you can't preserve, there's no way you can dry out the mushrooms, there's no way you can pickle the mushrooms, and there are mods like Expanded Foods, lets you dry out mushrooms, but Expanded Foods and Culinary Artillery are massive mods, and I was trying not to use so many gigantic mods like that this time around. We do have some, but I was trying to kind of, you know, show a little bit of restraint. It's gonna get dark before we find any footprints. I'm gonna come over here. An area where deer have spawned in the past. Oh my goodness. Meep is currently sleeping in his bed directly under the heater. It's not really cold in here, but he's a cat. They like it nice and warm. And he's snoring a little bit. He's got a squeaky nose. It's really cute, you guys. I wish you could hear it, but there's no way that my microphone's gonna pick that up. I'm just kind of wandering so that you can see. Obviously, I'm leaving footprints behind me, as you probably have seen. Those are my little serif footprints. But the different animals leave different prints. No animals anywhere near here. Come on. Come on. Let me show people. They're gonna think I'm lying. Did you do this to me? I don't know how well optimized the footprints mod is, because I'm really just trying it for the first time. If it turns out to cause a bunch of lag or something like that, then we'll turn it off. I do believe the mod page said it's safe to simply remove. It won't leave any problems in your world if you do that. Because it's not, I think it's not creating entities. I think it's using like layer effects or something like that. I'm gonna take this because we need so much fire clay. We'll go and take a peek at spawn in a bit. Yar has been working. Yar the tiger has been diligently working on getting us a beehive kiln and what's it called for making steel. How's the music level, by the way? You all know that if I check the VOD later and the music is too loud, I'm gonna be upset with you all. So you gotta tell me. You gotta tell me if the music's too loud. There's just no animals over here. I did hunt a couple of deer over here recently. Refractory bricks. Yeah, hello by the way, Hexadine. Refractory bricks. They're used to make cementation furnace. Cementation furnace. That's what it is. I don't like you hanging out there. Ooh. Did they get rid of the little twisty thing with the maple seeds? They used to twirl when they fell. Is there an animal over there? There is. Chickens. Here we go. Chase the chicken off. And look. Chicken prints. Isn't that delightful? All the animals have their own footprints. I think that's such a nice thing, and it's so like in line with the aesthetic of the game as well. I would like to hope that one day they will add something like that to vanilla. That's true of many things, of course. I also saw some pigs in the woods earlier. And the ground is changing colors really fast. Is it really so late in the year? It's only early September. I mean, it's still 22 degrees. I feel like we shouldn't be getting these kinds of color changes when it's 22 degrees, but whatever. What do I know, huh? Maybe not that much. We'll go see the little hoof prints of the pigs, assuming I can find them. It's gonna get dark. I try not to sleep, generally, because even though the days are long and the months are long, I don't want to, like, waste time, you know, because we're gonna need every second to prepare for winter, so usually I use the nights to just kind of either go mining or work on my my little hobbit hole, which I will show more of, by the way. It has been expanded, I think, quite a bit since the last time. I don't remember what state it was in the last time I streamed. But, I've definitely added to it. I keep getting distracted, and I know you're all shocked to hear that. Me, of all people. Sometimes it does happen. Even I am capable of becoming distracted. Along the edge of the forest in here, I think. There was a couple of pigs. And I know there's also a couple that Yar, I think it's Yar, had captured and penned in and was feeding to breed. But I also found a couple earlier today that were just kind of loose in the forest. That's the ideal stage to pick those. I'm taking them. I know I could put the lantern in my offhand, by the way, but when you do that, it increases your hunger speed. And let me tell you, I have never been so concerned with hunger speed as I am. Not just on the ground, okay. As I am in our modded server here. Hello. Oh, we got. Hold on a second. On my screen, you're a dark blue text against black. Wandering Bones. Oh, it's Bones. Hello, Bones. Oops. Oh gosh. Okay, there we go. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. This has been a test of something. Bones, I don't know where your new house is. I don't know if you're able to get on now, or if you can... Oh, there's a goat here. Look, we got hoof prints. We got hoof prints. These may belong to that goat, actually. But as you can see, it's actually kind of hard to follow them through the underbrush in the forest. I can't tell you how many times I've been, like, hunting deer. And they run off, and then I can't figure out where they went. And now this new mod, if I'm careful and diligent, will allow me to find their trail and actually follow them. The footprints disappear after, I think it's something like 4 in-game hours, or maybe it's 8 in-game hours. I need to double check the mod page. I know that the lovely sparrow has some animals in a pen over here. I hope that's not an escaped goat. I hope that's... Oh, this is where the pigs are, I think. Yep. Climb up there. I hear babies. Oh, we got roost. Oh, we got a whole bunch of chickens. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. I love the chicken footprints, man. Look at them. It's with this game, always, it's the little things, you know? Are you gonna hop on? Okay, cool. Well, you can show me your new place if you are up to, leading me there. Or you can just tell me how to get there and I can meet you there. You don't have to actually come get me. Let's go take a peek. Sparrow was away for a while, but I believe is now back with us. We're all very excited about. And, yeah, this place, still absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I love the log cabin. Got some creatures in here, right? Oh yeah. Oh, you got some chickens as well. Interesting. Anything in here? Looks like this is still waiting for a new resident. I love the patchy wattle and daub. Even more piggies! I have fed the pen of piggies that you left, by the way, Bones. That you just kind of left in a field. Oh, we got some... Problem with these grapevines I've been finding is that they don't ripen evenly. So cozy in here. We got the whole bear armor. I'm not gonna poke around your stuff too much because it is... Oh, and I love the chiseled steps as well. Okay, calm down, relax. It's fine. It's okay. It's no big deal. Everything's cool. All right, I'm gonna go back to my place. I'll show everyone the current state of my... Oh, something's... That's a deer. That's a deer. I'm gonna have to leave it alone. I don't want to go hunting in the dark. And also, I don't have any spears. I have been more concerned about hunting recently, because I'm realizing that all of my mushrooms are gonna spoil before halfway through winter. Well, I've been bringing them, Bones. I've been bringing them, like when I have fruit mash after I've made some juice. I take the leftover fruit mash over there. I don't know if they've gotten pregnant again yet, or if I've given them enough for that. But when I have extra stuff, I do leave it there. I will say, I'm not hunting for mushrooms right now. I will say I'm saying that to myself, by the way, guys, not to you. I'm not hunting for mushrooms right now. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Okay. It's okay. I got control of myself. Yeah, we might. I do think it would be fun to take a very long journey south during the winter. Problem is the spawn distance and also the teleportation distance. If we make steel runes and we bind them at spawn, they are good for up to, I think, 100,000 blocks. I think that's it. So I've got the iron one. Iron is 4,000 durability. Steel has 10,000 durability, but each durability is worth something like 10. What's it say? Yeah, each one is worth 10, right? Yeah, 10 blocks of distance. So if the steel ones have 10,000, which is 2.5 times as much as the iron, and that should be 100,000 blocks. But we may have to go further than that to get to a really warm area. So I have considered maybe if we decide as a group that we want to like make a couple of days of making a long journey, I may enable some mod temporarily. Either the one where you can set your spawn using a bed. There is a mod for that. I don't know if it's updated to this version, but I know it exists. And there's another mod which, when you die, it respawns you within a radius of where you died, rather than in a radius from spawn. Which also sounds fun, but also sounds like some people could get horrifically lost if we do that. I don't want to be too cruel to people. Alright. Here we go. See? I got my light now. My front porch here. So put this piece of straw in there. Or dry grass, not straw. Oh, Bones is online. Hello, Bones. Hello, Bones. I don't have a lot of like farm vegetables because I've been foraging, and then I realized like I can't pickle these. I can't salt them. I can't save these. So I started trying to cook them into meals, but it turns out the meals won't really last any longer than the mushrooms will. So it's sort of I did add one new thing, which is there's a mod. This is another one I just added today. I haven't tried it out yet. You can make a jam spoon. And the spoon will allow you to scoop jam out of a crock or a cooking pot. And then you can put the jam... there's the scoops. And you can put them on a piece of bread and you can make a sandwich. You can make a jam sandwich. Which, thank you. To the person who made this mod, I didn't write down any name or anything, but if you search jam in the mods, you'll find it. So needed. Like, we don't necessarily need a complex sandwich making system. Like I know a lot of people want. I think a lot of people want that because it's something they remember from Terra Firma Craft in Minecraft. And I don't necessarily think we need full sandwich system. I wouldn't mind one. Make something to eat here. Do I have any blood left? Do I have any blood left? I have 1.6 liters of blood. All right. 1 liter will make 1 serving of blood soup. Veggies have been coming in nicely. Yeah, the wild ones aren't too nutritious, but you can salt them, you can make brine and you can pickle them. Whereas with the mushrooms that I've spent all this time gathering, you can't pickle the mushrooms. It's so frustrating. Speaking of, what's gonna go bad first? Like, none of these mushrooms are gonna make it, I think I can put, like, nuts. Put a hazelnut in there. Maybe a shelled walnut. I can put meat in there, but I've been salting all my meat, basically. No. How about this? No. Do I have... I think all the meat I have is preserved in some way. Don't think you can put fat in meals. I do have a whole bunch of seeds, by the way. Some of them I do plan to use for stuff, but some of them I should probably donate to one of the farmers. Probably what's going to be happening is in the winter I'm going to be bartering with the people who've been farming. I could grab a... Oh. Here we go. Oops. No! I didn't mean to throw you on the floor. I'm so sorry. Heck? Oh, I just accidentally shelled that. That's what happened. Everything's fine, everyone. I've got it figured out. I've solved the mystery. Put this in here, right? Yes. There we go. Look up my 1 serving of blood soup. While that cooks up, let's see. What else is new? Some of the decorations might be new. I haven't changed too much in here. I have discovered that the smoking rack needs a lit campfire under it, but it doesn't care what fuel you put in it or how hot it is. So I made this slow-burning wood that I modded in at the request of our dear Sparrow, which was a good idea. Sparrow wanted wood that you could just put on to have, like, aesthetic in the background, to just have a crackling fire going, just because it's, like, nice for the vibes, you know? And it turned out to be very easy to mod in slow-burning wood, and I used my temporal slop. So, because there's no monsters, getting temporal gears in this world is actually pretty difficult. You can occasionally buy them at a trader. You can very rarely find them in a ruin or something like that. You can extremely rarely find them by panning, and that's it. So I modded in a way that you can use mushrooms, specifically these, unstable fungus, which I need to make a new model for these, by the way. I am aware of that. I just haven't got around to it. You take 10 of these, you soak them in water, which is what's happening right here, for 7 days. The idea that I'm trying to work with here is squeaky chair, squeaky squeaky. So sorry. It really needs to be replaced, but it has to wait until after the new year, because right now I am not going to IKEA. Not now. Not mid-December, thank you very much. Um, yeah, the concept was, what if there's a resource that you have to put effort into finding? So mushroom makes sense. Also, I like mushrooms. I don't know if you could tell. Mushrooms are kind of a thing that I like. So I found a way to mod in a mushroom, following the way that the mycodiversity modders, whoever made that, did. Thanks to them, by the way, for figuring out how to do that easily, because I would not have figured that out on my own. So these will spawn in, and you have to go out and find them. They're kind of a limited resource in that, they only spawn in certain clusters every so often in certain places, and you have to go out and find them. And then you have to seal them for a week, and that gives you the soaked unstable fungus. Then you grind that up, and you soak that with salt water for, I think, just another day, and that gives you the unstable slop. Now, if I put a rusty gear in temporal slop in 20 liters, after, I think it's 1 day, it'll turn into a dull gear, which you then put in your inventory. I can show you. You put this in your inventory, and it will, over 3 days, cure into a temporal gear. So the idea is you're investing time, and the time by this gets concentrated by this special mushroom that has temporal something in it into this slop, which you can then use to affect other items. You can also make aged wood using the unstable slop. Sorry, not temporal slop. I almost named it temporal slop, and then I went with unstable slop. Now I keep saying the wrong thing for my own thing. Or you can soak a stack of regular firewood, and you get a stack of this slow burning wood, which burns for 6 minutes per log, but only up to 50 degrees. So you can't cook with it, really, but it's a nice ambiance, and it makes, keep you warm. Sorry. So, the idea was that you wouldn't be able to cook with this because it only goes to 50 degrees. However, because this smoking rack doesn't care what the temperature is of the fire, it turns out you can use one of these logs to do an entire batch of smoking. That's the from the butchery mod, by the way. And I think that's fair, because I don't think it should matter what temperature it is, because it is the smoke that is cooking it, not the heat. So I'm cool with that working out. My plan was to make more stuff with the unstable slop. Hopefully I will eventually do that, and eventually split it off into its own mod so other people can use it. I was just kind of testing stuff out. Like, I want to be able to make all the aged bricks and stuff like that. Maybe some other things. But that's for the future. So, I've been gradually sort of clearing out my storage here, bit by bit. This is what I've been working on construction-wise, is making actual storage rooms. Got my nice little, it's kind of like a little living room here. There's not really any productive purpose. I do have a whole bunch of these cylinders. I can hear anything. You guys hear any music? Maybe crafting the admin auto windmill. Like the auto rotor? That seems like it might be a little too much. There we go. Haven't actually listened to any of these. And then in here, I've got my tanning room now set up. Lime water tanning. I have some soaked hides or scraped hides now set aside, because if we are able to get steel soon, then we can, I have already found some, what is it called? Chromite. I've got some in here. Hematite. I keep throwing everything in here. Pentlandite, that's it. Oh no, that's nickel. I definitely found chromite somewhere. Maybe I didn't mine any of it. this for? Goodness, okay, for glass stuff. I definitely found some chromite somewhere, and we can use that to make the sturdy hides. So I'm kind of holding off now that I do have 4 leather backpacks. So, hello, Super the Underdog. Welcome, welcome. I think I had this forge area the last time I streamed. I may have kitted it out a little bit more since then. I'm actually gonna knock out this wall and put a storage area back here. I have also created a stone storage area in here for different types of stone. And there's not enough different ones for all the different stones. And also, 3 of these is not enough for all the shale, and 3 of these is not enough for all the peridotite that I have mined. So through here, this might be new. I've got the fuel storage areas. We've got black coal, brown coal. I'm low on black coal. Let's get more. Some peat. My well is in here, which I hope is functioning. Just updated the hydrate or dihydrate mod today. This all still needs to be decorated. And then in here, so I've got some overflow for peridotite and so much shale. Down here, I spent quite a lot of time digging a tunnel to the ocean and using the aqueducts to bring salt water here. I've got a little underground clam farm, clam and mussel farm. No, clam and scallop farm. Again, it says unknown plant, but I definitely have identified the meat from these, so I think it maybe gets a little buggy with certain kinds of plants. I think it gets buggy with plants where you have to process the food before you eat it, so I haven't eaten the raw live clams, which is what comes from these. By the way, I don't know if whoever made this mod, it's the Salt and Sands mod, I think is what it's called. I don't know if they'll ever hear me say this, but brilliant idea to use the berry bush mechanic to make renewable shellfish. Very, very cool. So this is also where I get my salt water. Also clearly not decorated yet. Eventually I do intend to make all this look a lot nicer. Oh, someone's coming over. I see a name tag. Hello up there, Bones. You've been spotted. See, I got some more of these in here. Just like random loot around, random stuff. And then up here, I've got my bees. Hello. You can climb over the fence if you hold R. I actually need, are they all harvestable again? Okay, these are only populated. There you go. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Would you like a drink? Oh, this is my new storage area down here, which is still under construction. Got 1 room done. This is the wood room. So I've got all the types of wood that I have found. So none of the tropical ones, but I've got redwood and the bald cypress. I've got the larch. I did have to go south to get the walnut, but I got the walnut. Wood processing area here, and these have like other items. Yes, that's progress, thank you. So the plan is like I'll dig through here, and then there'll be another door here, and it'll kind of like spiral around, and this will be my big storage system. And eventually, all of these big chests in here and all of this will be gone. I'll move it out of the way. It's all kind of temporary right now. I'm losing my voice already. So can I get you a snack? Would you like something to drink? Can I offer you some elderflower wine, perhaps? Just be aware that your screen will be wobbly for quite a while. You know what? I need to finish off this blood. I'm just gonna drink some blood. It's a normal thing to do. There. More blood. And I'm gonna probably finish off my soup. Oh, there's still a little bit left. If you need any food, there's some soup there. There's also plenty of other stuff in here. The stuff that's sealed, I'm gonna try and save for as long as possible because I'm sure we're gonna need it in the winter. And then I've got like these dried fruit leather, which I also modded in a while ago. At the very start of the server, I think. These will last for years, but they do lose most of their nutrition when you make the fruit leather, and it costs planks and durability on a hammer. So it's not cheap, but they do last for ages, which I think is fair. Tapestry jump scare. I found a few tapestries. Yeah, I've done quite a bit of exploring. We've got There's a repair translocator by spawn now. Actually gonna water. Somehow I'm already thirsty again. Would you like to show me to your new house? You got a new place, right? I haven't seen it yet. Is there anything else that you need while you're here, by the way? Anything I can offer you? I've got a bunch of random resources from exploring and stuff like that. I'm started making green glass, which I'm quite excited about. Eventually I'm going to make glowing green glass, which we may already be able to make because we have the crushinator at spawn. What's it called? You know, the thing, the crushinator. It's got 2 feet. They crush the rock like the grapes. And head over to your base, although it is almost midnight. It may be wise to sleep first. I have a bed here. I don't have a spare. There may be. I think there's multiple beds at spawn. Should we go take a nap at spawn? Is that a mush shirt? Oh, you mean my shirt? Yes, yes. Oh, I love this shirt, by the way. I don't know if I've ever shown this on screen. This is the text is from a meme. It says, "You cannot kill me in any way that matters." Some of you may be familiar with that. Let's head to spawn and we can sleep in Yar and Papa's beds. Because they are not here to stop us. Oh, you're moving slow, you got a chest on your back. I'm gonna beat you. Get there first. Oh, it's raining, how lovely. It is transcolors, yes. Pulverizer, that's what it's called. Yes, it should be called the Crushinator. I'm gonna call it the Crushinator. From now on, from this day forth, the machine heretofore known as the Pulverizer shall be referred only to as the Crushinator. I have spoken. But yeah, this t-shirt was available in 2 designs. One of them was more sort of neutral colors, and then they made a version of it with the trans colors. I was like, oh, well, I do have to own that, and so now I do. I am fortunate enough, this way. I'm pretty sure Yar and Papa each have a bed in their little house here. I'm sure they wouldn't mind us sleeping in their beds. They've blocked off their entire staircase. Here we go. If you don't mind huddling up a little bit. Hopefully we won't oversleep. Oh, we're gonna be hungry again by morning, aren't we? Well, there'll be berries and stuff on the way. Also, in case anyone is new to seeing this server, fruit trees only provide fruit once per year. Most people are familiar with that. Always in the spring, which is wrong. It shouldn't just be in the spring. They should be staggered throughout the year, but I can grumble about that another time. 8:30. I'm good for now, but thank you. So you will have to lead the way. I feel like I should put a box on my back so that we're walking at the same speed. How much stuff is in that chest on your back, actually? Can I just carry stuff for you and then you can take off the chest? And then we can both walk at the normal pace. You won't have to... I won't have to keep waiting and you won't have to run past me. You stop by the farm? Cool. Oh yeah, the last time I walked by the farm, most of the stuff was ready. I don't know where you're storing the food, so I didn't try to harvest it, but... you forgot it was on you? We'll set it down. I promise not to steal your things. Okay, you're all... You didn't even need to have that on your back. You had space. Remember, carrying a chest on your back slows you down and it makes you hungry faster. So it is wise to only do so when the rest of your inventory is full. Pro tips, everyone. Pro tips. Alright. I know the way to the farm. Is there anything you need to do? Actually, let's take a look. I know Yar was working on... We've got our beautifully constructed windmill here. Actually, I think I can probably make some more sales for that. Contribute a little more. We've got corn here, the crushinator here. Ignore the typo that says pulverizer. I don't know where all of the... Eventually we're going to be able to make steel. That's the point. Sometime soon, and also there will be beehive killing soon. So yes, big thank you to Yar for helping work out the machinery. And anyone else who helped. I know that Yar did, I don't know about anybody else, but... Shall we? Off we go. Do you know the way to your own house? Don't run. If I run, I'll fall in a hole for sure. I suppose I have the advantage of being able to talk. You have to type whenever you want to speak to me. Get turned around. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna veer off and see if there's any berries on this. Like there might be. Empty. Oh, there aren't. That's okay. I know the way to the farm, so you can go on ahead if I dawdle a little bit. Getting distracted by mushrooms or berries or something. Don't worry about me. I'll catch up to you. It's only from there that I don't know where to go. I think I remember you saying west, and that's all I know. These definitely have berries. These are black elderberries, which are safe to eat, by the way. Just munch on these on the way. A lot of the time recently I've been like, oh, I should save all of the berries so that I can preserve them somehow. But preserving them, I can either make the fruit leather, or I can turn them into jam, which eats up honey pretty fast. And I'm producing quite a bit of honey, but like my oyster, yeah, I've been walking past the mushrooms because otherwise this journey will take 6 hours. Because I will take every mushroom. I have to make rules for myself. Like, okay, I'm going out for a specific reason, so I'm not gonna harvest mushrooms this time unless I see the unstable ones. Those are always the exception. If I see an unstable one, I always grab it because those are kind of our only way of sustainably getting temporal gears. I think I have 4 or 5 temporal gears right now, which may sound like a lot, but you need one of them to make a beacon to teleport somewhere to. And then you need a rune stone. You need one for each rune stone, and they have durability, and they eventually break. And if you want to go back and forth between 2 beacons, then you have to make 2 rune stones, because you have to bind the rune stone to the beacon. So, you know. Once it gets too cold out for mushrooms to start spawning, we're not going to be able to make any more. We will be able to occasionally find them from traders and stuff like that. But generally speaking, it's gonna be tough. So I'm trying to save them. There is also, of course, the possibility of going to do the archive. However, I will say that while I have made all of the animals passive and removed all of the standard monsters, there's no drifters. Not just that they're passive, but they don't exist, they will not spawn. There's a mod. I could have modded them out myself, but somebody made a mod for it, so I grabbed that gratefully, so I don't have to do it, because I already modded a lot of things. As a little bit of compensation, and also for the fact that we get so much more meat from the animals, I also made enemies much stronger. I think I set them to like 200 or 200% or 250% strength. So when they hit, they're going to hit hard. So if you're hunting a deer, for example, just to take a totally random hypothetical example, it definitely hasn't happened to me repeatedly, many times. If you anger a deer by throwing a spear at it and it doesn't have an easy way to get away, and it turns around, it will kick you to death with its hooves in one hit, because those hooves are super mega strong hooves. Because of that. So if we go to the archives, there won't be any drifters there, there won't be any locusts or anything like that, but you can't mod out the boss. The spoilers for the first plot act of Vintage Story, if anyone watching this cares and hasn't gotten through the Resonance archive yet. It seems unlikely anyone watching this will be in that position, but I'll be fair, give a spoiler warning. Yeah, you got quite a bit of piggies in here. Quite a few piggies. Might want to just leave them until winter, and then if we start all getting hungry, we can slaughter them one by one, so we don't starve to death. But yeah, the immobilized Eidolon will be at the end of the dungeon, and we will still have to fight it, and it will be much more powerful than usual. So, going to the archive. Aren't the footprints fun? I love them too. They're such a delight. Interesting. I don't see any being left by you. I see mine. I don't see yours. I wonder if that's how they get around lag. I wonder if they're client-side only. Well, I would still imagine that another player's footprints would be visible if other animals are visible. You're still a separate entity. Interesting. I was thinking like, oh, if I see someone's footprints around my place, I know they've been poking around my stuff, but maybe not. Yeah, I don't see any Bones footprints. But you know what? While we're here, while we're walking past, literally walking right past. By the way, I did get some. I kept checking every single time. Ooh, there's fresh cucumbers. I'm gonna leave them for now. Every single time I was checking with William here. Finally, got cucumber clippings. I bought them out and I planted them all right away on trellises in the forest. Cannot wait to be making pickled cucumbers of my own next year. It will be next year. So, you got a big harvest? Is everything ripe? Growing, growing, growing. Some of it's mature already. I don't know if you want to wait until they're all mature, or if you want to harvest the ones that are mature now. In which case, I'll help if you want, or you can leave them until everything's grown. I don't know if we're gonna get another harvest of grain. Well, I think they take something like 70 or 80 days to grow, which is like a month and a half. So it'll be mid-October, because we do have 60-day months. I think it probably will still be warm enough that it won't damage the grain mid-October. I don't think it'll be below freezing yet, and they can go to -5, I think. So, once these are all done and you harvest them, we may be able to do one more harvest. I'm glad that you're using the aqueducts, by the way. Yeah, I think one more planting is feasible. Obviously, you're going to want to rotate the crops, though, because... And if you ever want a hand, or if you want me to come check and harvest anything, just let me know. Just let me know where to put stuff, because I don't know where you're storing these things. Oh, thank you very much. Yep, these are getting close, too. Ooh, carrots need to be harvested. Some of them are already over mature. Shall we? Or are you letting them go to seed? I love this mod. I love the Art of Growing mod. Those are going to seed, okay. Then I shan't touch them. The cabbages. So this flax is ready. Almost all of the spelt is ready. Everything left is for seed. Okay, cool. Well, with the grains, the food is the seed, so obviously that makes things a little simpler. But yeah, we gotta get like a cellar. I think I remember somebody mentioning a cellar here. Oh, this looks suspiciously like a staircase, I gotta say. Oh, you got a whole little building here. Whoa. A blammo. Crack-a-boom, you might say. You don't have a door yet. Oh, nice! Look at all this. This is great. Obviously, these early, like, wild and small varieties won't give us that much food, but it lasts so much longer than anything else. We have vessels. Oh, we got soybeans. That's good. Some mushrooms. Some rot. Some wine. Plenty of wine. Carrots. Oh, lovely. Don't forget that these scallions don't last all that long, so you might want to use those up. It's a shame even the wine only lasts 240 days divided by 60-day months. Only 4 months. Which I don't think any of the wine we've made so far is even going to last through the winter, which is a shame. I feel like it should last longer. I don't know. In real life, I'm... Oh, thank you very much. I may... If you don't take them, which you may want to, the scallions are only going to last for a couple more weeks. At the rate we've been playing, that's going to go by pretty quick. Everything else will last for ages, but the greens don't last for long, which is realistic. It's the same as in real life. What was I saying? Wine, yeah. Like I can't drink wine because I am allergic, as I am with most things. So I don't have wine, and I don't know how wine works, but I'm pretty sure wine lasts for like a really long time, doesn't it? Is it? Somebody correct me if I've got this wrong. Does wine really spoil in a few months if you just have it in like the bottle? I know that if we had the expanded foods in a culinary artillery, that putting the wine in the bottles would make it last a lot longer. I suppose it does make sense that it would spoil faster if it's just open. I do wish the game would let us seal... Oh, you can seal it into aged wine. Wait, since when do we have that? Is that vanilla? Hold on, just a second. Or is that... Maybe that's a wildcraft. Something... I'm looking for something that's from like a vanilla plant. Aged black elderberry wine. Oh no, black elderberries are wildcraft as well. There we go. Blueberry wine. Okay, it's wildcraft. Ooh, I didn't realize. I didn't realize that. So we can make aged wine, which presumably will last for a lot longer. I might convert some of my wines into aged wines then. I do think it should be possible, like vanilla style, to reseal barrels after, like, not for a recipe, but just to preserve what's inside of them. Because that's one of the reasons we keep stuff in barrels, is you seal the barrel, and then everything in the barrel stays for longer. We do have modded the casks. Oh my gosh. Large barrel, okay. These large barrels, which are from, oh, that's unusable clutter. No. I thought they were called casks. Hydrate or dihydrate. Keg. They're called kegs. If we put stuff in these kegs, then they will last for a lot longer. We can seal the kegs. However, once you open the keg, then you can't reseal it, I think. And then it starts to spoil again at the usual rate. So something to keep in mind. I also keep forgetting about those kegs. I couldn't even remember what they were called, as you may have noticed. Nice. Awesome. I'm glad I discovered that by mistake. Anyway, this is a lovely little cellar. I can bring a door over here if you want. Although, to be fair, if you seal it with dirt, everything in there will last for longer. We should make a tavern. We should make somewhere at spawn, I think we should make a little town hall or something like that. Listen to that rain. Oh, that's the good stuff. Once again, if I look at this VOD later and the rain is like the same volume as my voice or whatever, I'm very cross with all of you. Much as I like the sound of the rain, you gotta be able to hear what I'm saying. Keep forgetting to bring your door. Yeah, the dirt will make everything in there last for longer, so it's not the end of the world. You can also use hay bales, and they break a lot faster. So, lead the way to your new place. Because I don't know where... I believe you said it's to the west. I can teleport back. I got my runestone. Onward. No road to your new place yet, I assume. No path yet. I am, by the way, I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I think I've mentioned this before, but just in case I haven't. That Pack Your Shovel mod, which is awesome, was very poorly designed in that it was clearly... Whoever made it never thought about multiplayer. because when you change the tool mode on the shovel, it changes it universally, globally, for every player. So if one person is digging and another person's trying to make paths, every time one person changes it, it'll mess up the other person. So be aware of that. We do have, there is, look, I speak English. Don't even try to accuse me. Yeah, I lost it. It'll come back to me. Maybe. It might come back to me. No, it has come back to me. The chisel mod. You know what I've just realized, Bones? I gave you booze, but I didn't drink any booze, and so now you're walking faster than me. Which is fine, just every once in a while. Let me catch up. That's so funny. I forgot about that. That was one of the reasons, one of the effects of the Slow Tox mod. You can die of alcohol poisoning. So this is the downside. But also, being intoxicated gives you benefits too. You'll also mine faster, I think. I should be letting you lead the way though. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh wait, was this the scheduled restart? Did I miss the chat message for that? Is the scheduled restart now happening in the middle of my stream? I should probably adjust the time on that. We'll just give that a minute. I've just realized that the captions haven't been running this whole time because Oh, you got the warning? I didn't see it. Streamer brain. I blame streamer brain. I've just given the browser permission to use my microphone, so hopefully the captions will work properly now. Might be able to get back in now. Actually, it starts up surprisingly fast considering how many mods we have. I was talking. That'll do it. And I do kind of compulsively close the chat window. Just because it annoys me to have it on the screen. So I tend to close it as soon as I'm done reading something. Okay. Fortunately, not too much of a disruption. Somebody please be kind enough to remind me. I'm assuming I got back in first. Somebody please be kind enough to remind me to adjust the timing on that after the stream, so that the restarts don't happen in the middle of my stream time. I did say I was only going to stream for an hour, but I do want to see... I am losing my voice. But I do want to see Bones' new place. So... And my nose itches. There we go. There's Bones. Hello, Bones. Basalt bones. Bones of basalt, this one has. Which is probably not good. I think basalt is pretty brittle, isn't it? See, I just did it again. I just compulsively, like, closed the window. Anyway. After you, Bones. Lead the way. Sound is so good in here. And we're back. We're back, folks. We're back. Everything's fine. We definitely did that on purpose. Don't ask us why. It's not important. Mind your own business. Oh, we got compass. I have a compass at home and I never ever take it with me anywhere. And also, I haven't made a map for myself yet. I just keep borrowing the map that's at the communal travel gear at spawn. And a lot of the times I will travel somewhere that I know I've been before and I know my way around there, so I won't bring the map. I won't bother. You know, takes up an inventory slot and whatnot. Ooh, we got bees nearby. Bzzz. Great mod, by the way. I see bees showing up so often with this mod on, and it makes me realize how many times I have for sure definitely walked right past beehives, not realizing they were there. Because the auditory cue just isn't... obvious enough. So, excellent mod. Oh! I just saw Bones' footprints. I am seeing Bones' footprints. I haven't been over here. Okay, so now it's working. That's so strange. I have noticed that sometimes they seem to kind of fade in and out depending on where you're standing. I'm not sure exactly how the mod decides, like, when to show you footprints. Like, where to put them. So far, it doesn't seem to be causing any performance issues, which is good. Also, huge shout out to Dana of Dana Tweaks. For many reasons, really. But the one that I think I am the most grateful for, I'm right behind you, by the way, is the auto walk. Every time I play any game now that doesn't have an auto walk, I get annoyed. Very Pretty Valley. Oh, yes. It's like the main reason why I had to limit how much I played games like this in the past was from holding down mouse buttons. And finally getting the auto hotkey program mouse button toggle thing set up was hugely helpful. There's more bees right here. This is nuts. And then I started to realize that the other source of problems for my wrists was holding down the W key. If you're walking for a really long time, when you hold down the W key for a really long time, that was also aggravating my wrist. So now I don't have to do that, because I can just press V, and my dude will just walk. It saves me so much strain. Ooh. I like these. Not really any growing near my area. I'm keeping up. I'm not falling behind. Oh, but as I was saying before, we were so rudely interrupted by some jerk's scheduled server restart. Sometimes I will go somewhere that I know my way around, so I won't bother to bring the map because it takes an inventory slot. And then I get there and I start like hunting for mushrooms or just like generally exploring, wandering somehow. Before I know it, I've gone like 10,000 blocks in a completely different direction. And I haven't mapped it out because I didn't bother bringing my map with me. I really should bring it more often. Like even right now, I probably should have brought the map. We love accessibility tools. We sure do. I've definitely seen auto walk in other games before and just been kind of like, well, what's the point of that? That's silly. And then I started using it in here and I was like, oh no, this is a game changer. This is incredible. This is so much better. I can play for so much longer. And now I have a new point of failure in my fragile, soft human body. So at this point, I very rarely get any kind of wrist or hand flare-ups from playing mouse and keyboard games, or from playing this particular mouse and keyboard game because of the toggles and the auto walk. The problem now is my dang eyes. Because I have very, very slight double vision. I have a binocular vision disorder, which has not been... I just saw a chicken here. Oh, there's the footprint. Okay, sorry. I didn't get distracted, it's fine. But yeah, so I can now play Vintage Story for hours and hours and hours without messing up my wrists or my hands. But I can't play for too long without messing up my eyes. Because it is a very busy game, and especially since a lot of the time I'm like hunting mushrooms or trying to hunt animals, and especially if it's dark out and I'm trying to navigate in the dark, I wind up with such, like, my double vision gets, which your footprints look like, okay, you get the hoof prints, same as the goat. Like, I wind up with such awful double vision and headaches, and, like, eventually I just have to close the game and close my eyes. Whoa, what the heck? Is this intentional? Did you look away while you were auto-walking? I do have, and you know what, I might as well put these on. I think after we get to Bones' new place. The auto-walk. I have a special set of prism lens glasses. I hate them. I hate the way they look, I hate the way they feel, but they do make it easier to see when my eyes are tired, and my eyes are getting tired. So just so that I can make it all the way, I'm going to go ahead and put these on, and you can all have a nice laugh. How silly... because these glasses right here, I use these frames because they're little. These are like preteen size glasses because I got a tiny little head. So for the prism lenses, they can't use these because they're too small. You need bigger lenses for the prism effect to work. So I have these, which where it takes me a second to adjust here. I feel like, and these are also preteen size glasses, but I feel like these demonstrate a little bit more clearly just how small my head is. Anyway, I'm ready to go when you are, Bones. Little interlude for me to put on my other glasses. I hope you do know the way home. Because I can teleport back to spawn, but... Actually, I could walk back to spawn. I know where we went. I am quite pleased with my sense of direction in this game overall. Every once in a while I do get turned around, though. I'm not totally immune to it. It has been known to happen on rare occasion. I have to say, I feel a little bit better about myself having watched you auto-walk into a cave. Because I've definitely done that. Like, you look away for a second, and suddenly you're, you know, in a hole. And I felt very foolish every time it happened to me, and now I feel a little bit less foolish, because it's not just me. We all do it sometimes. We all auto-walk into a hole. Who among us has never auto-walked into a hole in the ground? And they were rubbing their eyes or glancing at their phone or something. Think they look alright? They could be worse, for sure. I think I look very silly with round lenses, and I look very silly with large lenses. But these needed them. They were obscenely expensive, of course. Because these other ones I order them online from a website in America called iBuyDirect. EYEBUI Direct. And they cost something like 12 American dollars. Including the prescription lenses. Like, they are... The shipping to get... I always order like 3 pairs of them at a time. Not that I've needed them any time recently. Let's play here. Because the shipping to get them here is more expensive than the glasses themselves. Whereas these were like... iBuyDirect is awesome. Yay! A fellow iBuyDirect user. They have really nice frames, and they even have these nice ones which are like... They fit me, and they look nice. I have been to brick and mortar shops here being like, I am willing to pay the insane amount I know I will be required to pay if you can show me a pair of frames that actually fits my face and my tiny little head and looks good on me, and they never do. The only stuff they have that fits me has got like Mickey Mouse and SpongeBob on it, you know? So, I had to go to a... There you are. I had to go to a brick and mortar shop to get these because according to the eye doctor, the specialist, the neuro-ophthalmologist who gave me my prescription, if you order these kind of lenses online, you can't rely on them being good because it's a much more complicated process to make them, and you need to make sure you go to some place that's reliable, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if it's true or if he just has a deal with this particular optometrist that I went to, because he told me to go to a very specific one, and it was just so expensive. But if they're going to cost this much, I will never buy another pair of these again. As someone who would so take the excuse to grab a SpongeBob. I'm slightly too old to be excited about SpongeBob. Oh, we made it! That was a fun walk. Show us around a little bit, and then I will probably end the stream here just because my voice is getting scratchy. And I'm running out of interesting things to say. Though I will say... oh, we've got another nice big farm here. Wow, look at this! So much room for expansion. I'm so glad someone else is doing all the farming this time. I will definitely be starving in the winter and come to you begging for food, for sure. I'll find something that I can bring to you to barter in exchange. It's got a... No, okay, it's just open. Look at all this. Lovely. Oh, those have gone to seed. Those are ready. Very impressive. Very impressive. We've got just one that's still still blooming. Excellent. Turning into SpongeBob. It's the musical? I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not know there was a musical. I feel like most of the people I know are like just a few years younger than me, like people I know in person here. And they're all like, of course everybody knows this about SpongeBob, and they're constantly referencing SpongeBob, and I'm like, there's not that big of an age gap between us. But you gotta show us your house. This is very nice, by the way. Get a little shot of that. Maybe that can be our thumbnail. I mean, a nice big fire pit. Lovely. Oh, I don't know if you noticed. A Broadway musical. I did not even know that. That's amazing. I do live under a rock, though, so... Get your well. It's a very shallow well. Okay, it's not shallow. It's just, you just filled it with water. Okay. That's funny. 350. That's full. Your stuff. Logs. Lots of barrels. How far away do you have to go to get seawater? Is like the coast right over there? I don't have a map on me. You got some unstable slop going. Nice. Oh, you're gonna make a temporal gear. I love how we can stack rocks now. It looks so good. Chalk stone. Have you found chalk? I haven't found chalk anywhere. I have looked around quite a bit. I have not. I know where there's limestone. There's west a little bit. Nice. You should set up a clam farm. Oop. Drop. Nice place. Oh, you're making some new vessels. Lovely. Way too much wandering around. Well, if you know where to find the chalk and you can point me in the right direction, do let me know, because I would like to have access to chalk as a building material. I haven't found any yet. I'm gonna poke inside your hut now. I love the round hut. This looks so good. By the way, before we come in here, just take a moment to properly appreciate this roof. That looks awesome. I love the beams sticking up as well. Everyone is better at building aesthetics than I am. And that's okay, because I get to look at all the stuff you built. Your well water. Your various storages. Nice. Oh, I love the mushroom. I always love a mushroom and a planter, me. I'm good on food, actually. Thank you. And I have tons at home as well. Oh, you're dyeing leather. Interesting. You got a staircase here? I'm coming. Oh, this is so cozy. Oh, I love it. This is excellent. I need to hire all you guys to just, like, build buildings for me. I'll be like, I'll provide whatever materials you need. You all design it and make it look nice. Get your Rotwalker boots on the floor over here. Get yourself a tuning cylinder. This is delightful. Very nice. Bookshelves, that's gonna be awesome. This music is so good too for excitedly looking at someone's home. Oh, we got a cellar down here. Good use of space. Oh wow! I need to redo my cellar, because it has nowhere near enough space. This is so much better. Have you checked? It should be fine, right? I think the max is 7 by 7, right? So this should be fine. You want to make sure you're actually getting the hey, what was... Oh, it's coconuts! Where did you get coconuts, man? I'm pleased to see that someone else is stockpiling mushrooms as well. It does indeed count. Okay, awesome. Well, your food's gonna be good for a while. Oh, you got pickled cucumbers as well. All that wandering. Have you gone far enough south that you actually found tropical area? Because that's nuts. Or did you just find them in like a vessel or something? Are you actually growing any cucumbers to pickle, or did you find some or buy some? And carrots. Oh, see, this is the thing. I want to pickle all of my mushrooms, but the game doesn't have a way to do it. And to add in pickling mushrooms, I either have to mod it in myself for every single mushroom. Just bottom out. Okay, that makes sense. I either have to mod them myself for every mushroom, or I have to install a mod which will add way more than just the things that I want, you know? Also curing meat. Very nice. Very nice. I also see another door over here. Is there secrets in here? Is this the bathroom? Oh my. Oh my. Future expansions? Or are you just mining? This place is awesome. And I'm glad I know how to get here now. I think I can find it again on my own. But we will have to, at some point, build a road here. Oh, that's something I started saying before. The QP's Chisel Tools has a path-making thing. So if you craft up a bunch of path blocks and put them on your hotbar, I think, and then you use the... I don't know if it's a separate type of chisel, or if it's just a mode on the chisel. Ooh, secrets! Ha 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 ha. I have secrets. I now have 2 secret tunnels in my base. Both of them have been found by one person. One of them has been found by at least 2 people. I think the second one, the newest one, I think only one person is found, so... Oh, very nice. But yeah, I plan to make some, like, custom paths in my forest retreat at some point. Secret tunnel, through the mountain. Oh, you don't have a vent for your torch here. You'll have to make a chimney. You need to do some more poking. Yeah, I'm quite proud of the second one. There's a little piece of me that's a little bit tempted to show it on stream, but I think not today. I'll give people more time to find it. Because it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. And I have plans for more secret tunnels as well, but I just haven't had the time. I haven't had the time. Ugh. Alright. One torch has been fine without venting? Alright. I suppose as long as the smoke is staying up on the ceiling, you're probably okay. Okay. I think I'm going to end the stream now because I am really quite tired. And, my throat hurts and all of those things. By the way, what metal is your lantern made out of? I got a bismuth one, which I'm quite happy with. I like the rainbow color of it. Is that bismuth bronze? Oh, it's bismuth bronze. So it's got, if you look side by side, it's got the rainbows in it, but they're just kind of yellow-eyed or orange-eyed. Nice. Alright. Thank you, Bones, for showing us around your place. It looks awesome, genuinely. We're gonna have to... Eventually, I think over time, we will eventually gather up enough resources for us to have teleportation beacons and for everyone to have multiple teleportation runes so that we can zip back and forth to each other. But we may have to make a path here in the meantime. We'll see. In any case, yeah, my brain is oozing out of my ears, which is, I've been told, not good. So I should probably end the stream. Thank everyone for watching and hanging out. One last thing, I'm gonna probably try to stream next Sunday. Next Sunday is the winter solstice, which in the past we had a big party for that. I don't have time to set up a big party, but it would be really nice to have a little party, and maybe everybody can bring some food. And, you know, maybe we can do even a little gift exchange of, you know, impractical gifts. Like we can make little chiseled things for each other. Or maybe, you know, I know somebody's knitting sweaters and things like that. And we can just share whatever we have to share. The bonfires mod has been updated at last. We can make the big bonfires again. I need to test them out to make sure that the bonfire doesn't spread. I don't think it will, but we should make sure. And it would be nice. And also, if anyone is watching this and you wanted to take part in that, I think for that we could open the server and make like a guest role so that people can't do any damage. And anybody who wanted to jump on and party with us could. I don't have it set in stone. I am still trying to decide whether I'm gonna do my usual dinner in real life, where I have people over for dinner. But I'm not sure if it's going to happen this year, just because I haven't had the time to do all the cooking and all that stuff, and people are busy around this time of year, so... Anyway, probably stream next week on Sunday, at the same time as this week, around 8 o'clock Central European Time, which is an hour and 23 minutes ago. Hopefully we'll have a little party, and if you can be free to join us, that would be awesome. I am going to stop streaming now. So thank you, and pleasant time of day to you all. See you next time. Bye.